Hey folks, Dave here, and welcome back to my Let's Build project here at Tenpines Bluff, where I am building a secret underground vault/bunker in this fake mountain that is getting pretty close to completion. Now, I've been out exploring the Nuka World DLC, as you can see from my outfit here. I've come back to a bit ironically find a bunch of raiders are attacking Tenpines Bluff. There's a dead one right there. I actually still hear gunshots, so before we start building, let's go see what's going on. It might be the railroad outpost. It is.
We playing hide and seek?
Yeah, somehow I actually finished the main quest as Railroad, not as Minuteman. Oh well.
Don't move!
Everyone knows who General Dave truly fights for.
Follow my orders and you kill.
Make these two guys fight here. Is that? Yeah. It's a railroad agent right there. There we go. A little bit of fine raider sport. Sounds like my turret just got somebody too. Thank you for your loyal raider service. Okay. Let me grab my AK here. What is it actually called? Pack automatic rifle. Well, this will get us a couple of extra weapons and some loot to sell for settlement building supplies. This direction right here is where I'm going to come from for the full tour with Joel. And I think the part of the rock face... Nick, do you mind? The part of the rock face with the tower is looking really detailed and really good. But this part right over here, where I'm pointing with the cursor, I think that just needs a few more rock pieces to kind of fill in that gap and blend it into the bottom rock. But overall, with all these cliff sides, this is looking like an actual real location that Bethesda would have had here already. Oh man. Oh, there were a bunch of these guys. When I got here, I only found a couple to kill. My missile turrets must have just destroyed these guys. Yeah, I think this build is going to have to wrap up pretty soon, guys. My frame rates are starting to struggle into the mid-30s from 60, so I'm really pushing the limits here. Let me drag these guys out of here. Got a couple more bodies to get rid of, and then we'll get back to building. Okay. There's our fake mountain. And I'll toss the last of these raiders over here into the ditch. Perfect. Now don't worry, guys. General Dave is not going against the Minutemen ethics over in Nuka World. I'm kind of cautiously checking out what the quests over there have to offer, and it looks like I should have the option to actually take out the different raider gangs. But overall, I'm having quite a bit of fun in the Nuka World DLC. I'm very happy that it's a good-sized one and not just like a small little amusement park. It actually appears to be quite large, and there's a lot of new unique armor and dialogue and areas to explore. I'll probably have a first impressions video sometime around the end of the week, seeing I'm not doing an actual playthrough of the Nuka World DLC, just to give you guys my thoughts on it. But no rush on that. I'm just playing it a bit here and there, especially with the Battlefield 1 open beta also dropping this week. What we're going to work on today Good, my shotgun turret, or no, my flamethrower turret's already there. What we're going to work on is the dormitories. I want to get those detailed, and then we're actually running pretty low on things that I can show you guys as I work on them, because again, I don't want to spoil everything. I want to leave some things as nice surprises for the final tour. This guy's actually in here at the lounge. Nice. I've been going through and doing some lighting. There's actually quite a few areas that I really can't show you guys because I've been adding things to them, but I've also been reviewing your ideas from the YouTube comment section. And one that I really liked for the common area down here was the idea of a, now I'm going to have a mind blank. What is the word I'm looking for? Not a reaction room, but a situation room. There we go. If this was an actual military bunker meant for just surviving a few months after a nuclear holocaust, you'd want an area for your staff to get radio reports and take care of communications. So I've set up these really cool vault desks that came with the Vault-Tec DLC. And what I'm planning on doing is having typewriters and telephones and communication equipment, and then like an admin's desk up here, and having a whiteboard, which I'm working on putting together here, with some text on it, maybe some graffiti, where the situation room out here would actually be tracking the nuclear fallout as the Great War happened. I think for a bunker that was not meant for long-term living, situation room makes a lot more sense than what I originally had planned, which was like an exercise room or like a training room or something like that, because all that implies kind of like, you know, long-term staying. But in this case, I think the situation room just fits in really well with the rest of the theme of the build. Of course, it's not detailed yet. That'll be one of the things that we do either at the end of this episode or after I go back to work on the settlement on my own to get it ready for the final tour. As you guys can see, I've added our coffee set in here. And you guys had tons of really great ideas for the Nixie tubes, but the one that really stood out was one of you guys suggested that I make it a count of settlements liberated, for the Minutemen at least. And I really liked that idea. So, you know, pre-war, this would have been probably like, you know, atomic detonations detected or something like that. But for the Minutemen's purpose, I really like the settlements liberated. That fits in quite well, I think. So let's leave our research center. And I also like the idea of the glass front for in here. Kind of just the classic government office look with lots of glass and panes and glass doors and all that stuff. But unfortunately, I don't have any really modern looking glass pieces outside of the Institute ones. And I don't have any glass surrounded doorways at all. So we'll stick with the classic vault stuff and just keep that look instead of the glass. I did really like that idea though, and I did try and implement it. It just did not quite work out. Alright, workshop, let's go. Open. There we go. I actually have not opened up the workshop at all since downloading the Nuka Cola DLC, so hopefully everything's working well. And I think it is. Awesome. So this is going to be, I think, the men's dormitory. Let's put 2 sets of beds like this. And then maybe 1 set like this too. So that's room for 2, 4, 6 of our bunker dwellers to stay. That only takes us up to 12 though. I've got 17 people here. Even with someone staying in the overseer's room, it would have to be sleeping in shifts. Is there a way that I could actually get more beds in here? I've got a bit of room before the bathroom. There really is not going to be a lot of room for decoration with this many bunk beds. Is that actually in the wall? Just a tiny bit. Woo! Tight quarters, guys. Tight quarters. Again, though, this is not really a Vault-Tec facility. It's more of a military bunker. So comfort is not going to be high priority at all. Woo! Packed in like sardines. Okay, now one thing I'm just noticing is I can see daylight out of the top of this room, which means that we're looking through the backside of the fake mountain.
Thanks for your help.
That's gonna look ugly. Okay, so I have vault walls down here. I might just be able to move these concrete walls, these cinder block walls, up just a bit. There we go. Just lock it into place. Oh yeah, we actually had plenty of extra space there. It's a nice, easy way to make this look quite good. Okay, no more light bleed, and this side is of course good. I am seeing a bit of rock. Are you kidding me, iTunes? Are you kidding me? I'm in the middle of something right now. Ah, I hate iTunes. Okay, good. It didn't crash at least. Like I was saying, I am noticing a little bit of rock poking through right there. I don't want to move that because that might be covering something up from outside. So instead, I'm going to go over to the vault pieces. Let's just grab a pillar or something to cover that up. Yeah, this corner right here should do it. And you might notice I have placed security cameras throughout the entire bunker. That wall actually needed to go just a bit higher because those pipes had a gap around them. So let's raise this one a bit to match it. Perfect. So that's going to be the bathroom. So 4 beds in here. 4 beds in here. Let's take a look at what we have for vault storage. That one's the modded one. I think the actual Vault-Tec DLC ones are at the end. Yeah. Vault dressers. I kind of like the look of this one right here. Less homey. The only problem is I can only get one of these dressers over here in the corner. I'll have to put some shelving to go along with it. That's cool. It's a good space saver. And that one still leaves room to hit the button to open the door. Again, crazy tight fit in here, guys. But we can make it work. Put a shelf right there. Shelf right there. And one up here too, if I can get the cursor back there. There we go. Tell you what, let's put one over the window too. Maximum storage for this not quite organized bunker. Like, it's a little bit ramshackle compared to Vault-Tec's usual projects. Magazine rack for the lounge. I think footlockers might be a good option. I think they might be under just containers. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to put one under the bed for the bottom bunks. For these, it's going to have to be... Actually, these might make more sense if they were all the way under the bed. After all, space is at a premium. Nice, okay. I definitely don't think the vault containers will actually fit anywhere in these rooms. They're way too big. The locker, though. We could make the locker work. And what is that piece bleeding through right there? Don't even know. Close hamper for the hallway. I feel like I'm going to replace this shelf with a closed one. Because it wouldn't make any sense to have your clothes and stuff like that just out on the shelf. Okay, cool. Now let's look at the dressers for the women's dorm. We can put one right here. Also one right here. That needs to go way back. There we go. Let's add one home-style dresser for in here because we have this nice section of wall that would look good with a decoration on top of it. We can put a chair or something right there. Gotta have some small trash cans. And let's look at the bathroom while we're looking at larger pieces of furniture. Got the bathroom mirrors here. Let me just move this locker out of the way for now. That might not be staying. Newspaper rack. Ah, the shower curtain. I was going to use one of these to be the curtain for these dorm rooms. I think this one actually works really, really well. We are going to have to get rid of that wall shelf, though. I'll be adding a... Alright, go away, locker. I'll be adding like a track for the curtains, too. That way they're not just floating there. Extra curtain for in there. We actually have a shower sign here. Nice. Will it fit though? Not quite. Okay, I'll place it there and I'll actually get it into position with the Place Everywhere mod. Okay. Oop, still locked into the object selection. Showers that way. Oh, they have an actual vault sign for the showers. That's awesome. Well, let's just get rid of that one then, because this one looks much better. Even fits with the rough looking ceiling. Just tucks right above the door frame. Got toilet paper, wet floor sign. Let's see, private toilets and sinks. This is pretty slick. I really like this old style toilet. Looks very bunker-like. Like it was installed in the 50s or something. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to divide these out just yet. I guess we can do some urinals too for the men's room. think those are going to need some kind of curtains or obviously some kind of divider. We don't need private showers in here because we're doing the shared shower room that would work off of a rotating schedule. I think it might be under structures. Let's take a look. Also, I'm not liking how this shelf is taking up space here in this corner. This doorway is already pretty tight. Oh, I know what I can do. Before I go look at the toilet dividers, I can do what I did with the commander's quarters and actually just sink these shelves into the wall. And I think that looks really good if you do it right. So it would be something like that, and something like that. So recessed storage would definitely be a thing in a vault like this. Bunker like this, I guess. Vault-Tec project. Yeah, so for the outer walls. Oh, that's not an outer wall though. That's the women's bathroom. For these two though, that's looking good. Ooh, let's not grab it though. And then of course the bare rock to really make this feel like a very cramped bunker. This poor guy right here gets the light directly over his bed. Don't think we have that option over here. Ooh, we do with this wall, actually. So I'm going to move this cabling like this. And then recess our shelves. Kind of stacked up. I'll do one like this. And a second one. Just kind of like bonus shelves. Like so. I can put you up like that. Actually, guys, I don't really like how that staggered look looks. So instead, I'm just going to make it a double-decker shelf. There we go. And we still have our foot lockers. What else can we add? I think there'll be a chair of some kind right here. Let's look at tables first. I think we have some vault-style end tables that we could possibly find a spot to stick. We've got these. We have the cabinet. Very fancy cabinet. Turn snapping back on. Put a cabinet here in the women's bathroom. And maybe a small stand like this here. leaves me with chairs. Again, going for the clean vault stuff. That's not clean. Oh, the Nuka Cola chairs. That's awesome. Go for a very minimalistic bench here. And how about this chair? How about we do Vault-Tec blue? And one chair here in the corner next to the air vent. And one against the back wall next to the bathroom. Again, in my final detailing passes, guys, I may come through here and clean up some of the variety we have to make it look a little more consistent, but this is not supposed to look quite as clean as an official Vault-Tec vault, because this was a military project and is also quite small in comparison to a full-sized vault. Have I put the shower heads in here yet? Okay, I haven't. Yeah, for this room, I'm basically planning on putting down some mats on the ground and then making this entire room a shower room with drains. Let me make a quick save here before I go any further. So guys, with our primary furniture complete, what I'm going to do is just detail a bit more here in the men's room, and you guys can expect a similar level of detailing for the women's room, but I'm going to work a few differences into it because of the difference in the room shape, but I'll save that for later. You know what? Before we go on to those bathroom dividers, I'm going to go ahead and hang a couple of paintings, just because this blank spot on the wall is bugging me. And again, I'm going to go for the modern paintings because I don't get to use those very often and they fit in quite well here. I'll put some kind of plant on this dresser right there. Looking good, guys. Edatronic. What does that cost? Oh, only 4 steel? Yeah. I'll place that and possibly use it for the final build. We'll see. And a Nuka Cola clock for each dorm. Got some, I think that's the Children of Adam banners right there. I thought I saw, yes, Nuka World. Kitty Kingdom Throne. That's amazing. I actually haven't explored a bunch of these places yet, so. Bottle statue. Register. Cart. Oh, a Nuka flag. Nuka Town, USA. The fake bushes. It's a very nice employees only sign. Information, exit, refreshments, first aid, rides, games. Oh man, guys, I feel like a lot of this stuff would look really amazing over on Pleasure Island, my Spectacle Island build. Man, I kind of want to go back now. There's arcade machines. Ah, that is really cool. Okay. Now that I've completely forgotten what I was doing. Well, bathroom mats for one, and then, oh yes, bathroom dividers. Tell you what, guys, let me place a couple of these mats while I'm here. Turn snapping off because I've already placed a bunch of objects and they're gonna freak out. I'll put some sinks over here on this wall. I think some rugs would really make the dorm rooms feel like dorm rooms. Put this one down right there. And perhaps a second one as well. We can do it angled a bit like this. Helps to break up the space and make it feel a little less crammed. This rug is going to be a tight fit. I'll have to shrink that one down with a console command. Then this one, perhaps. Right here? Where's that throw rug? There's a bathroom mat, basically. I'll put those down. I could have sworn that... Aha! The circle rug. Place one of those over here. And this room needs some lighting. Let's fix this room, or this rug first. Set scale, we'll do 0.8. Perfect. Now I can just center that on the dresser. Kind of. Now, how are we going to divide these stalls up? Let's save first. I've placed a bunch of objects. There we go. Also, that light is floating. Okay, so we're looking at bathroom dividers, a curtain rod for the curtains, fixing the floating lights, and then that might be it. Additional lights in here. We'll be wrapping things down here very shortly for this episode, I think, guys. I'll save the micro detailing of these dorm rooms for the last part of my work on the build, when I also finish all the rooms that you guys aren't allowed to see just yet. Let's see, homemaker and fixtures. Aha, found them. Yeah, that's huge. Can I just scale this down? Let's try 0.6. I actually hit it. Woo! That is a tiny little bathroom stall. Let's make it 0.75. Still too big, but I think we can actually stick that through the wall in here, guys. Just don't know if that's the best option. Let me get rid of that urinal. put it on this wall because I keep running into it trying to walk around. Oop. Let's not grab the floor. I'm gonna come back and put the bathroom curtains with a rod over. I think that'll look better than trying to get these resized doors to actually look good. I might still use the resized stall partitions though. Those look okay, but I'm gonna hang like a curtain rod over them and just have some curtains. So to wrap things up for today then, because I'm gonna come back to that, let me look at the furniture once again. Let's place a couple of sinks. I'll use the classic one here. So you guys can see about what that's going to look like. Let's put one. I guess we can actually make room for the toilets a bit more and move them a bit this way. Put one here. And one there. Yeah, because then we could actually leave those mostly to size. Okay. And it is, of course, very dark in that bathroom. Let's look at lights because the women's dorm room needs some lights as well. Gotta go all the way past all these colored lights. Don't want like a rave bathroom. Like that. I'm gonna crash my game doing this. Let's look at... Oh, they have street lights from Nuka Cola. That's cool. Just do the simple fluorescent ceiling light over the sink. That looks good. That one needs to go up. And... let's see how this one looks over here. Is that a camera? What is that? That is a camera. I'll put you down here creepily aimed at the bathroom. The commander of the base is in charge of seeing and maintaining the entire facility and has command and control cameras everywhere. Which of course means that now they belong to me. There we go. Nice bright light for the hallway. And will this one even fit? It will not. How would this one look? Very bright. And let's put one of these over here. And finally one in the back corner like this. And I'll be going back and checking all of these lights to make sure that they're not bleeding through to the outside of the fake mountainside. Whoa! Let's not grab that, let's grab this light. Line it up with the texture so it looks good. And then let's put a fluorescent light. Let's do one like this. A wall light. Okay, that is pretty cool looking with all the light spots and the rugs. It's small, it's cramped, but it's pretty homey. Yeah, guys. With not a whole lot of space to work with,
Hey, you mind keeping an eye out for a second?
I think this is looking quite good. Nick, what are you rambling about, and
Thanks.
why are you talking to me
What did I
through
miss?
walls? And I'll come back to the bathrooms here and see if one of the dividers or just a curtain system would look better, or maybe the green dividers with a curtain on the front. I've got to toy with that idea for just a bit and see where I land on it. I think we could also use a lamp in this corner. Whew. Lights are one of the most expensive parts of the FPS, and as you guys can see, I am already really pushing the limits of this build. It takes like 7 or 8 seconds to go into the workshop mode. Will this lamp fit right here? It will. Woo, that frame rate drop. And this section out front will remain pretty dark, so that once I power up the spotlight, it'll have the spotlight kind of going back and forth and lighting up the entrance. Is it getting dark outside? Oh, it is. Okay, cool. The addition of lights like the one out here, which will be super bright, will help to conceal the lights on the inside, because Fallout lights can be kind of glitchy anyway, and it'll look like it's just bleeding through a bit. Let's do an auto save with the Pip-Boy here. Okay. So, you guys let me know in the comments what you think of all of the ideas so far. I've got a power armor display here for putting a suit of emergency bunker power armor in. That'll come before the tour. I haven't changed much in here, just a few slight tweaks. I might unbusy it just a bit because it's not super consistent in its design, but it would just be the removal of a couple of pieces. And let me know what you guys think of the situation room idea. I think that looks really neat. And you guys won't get to see the cafeteria or the security offices, well, really just the armory, in progress, because those are going to be surprises for the final tour with Joel, along with the other areas outside of the mountain. I've been adding quite a few little, shacks and sheds and stuff outside along the mountainside, little bits of detail to really just sell it. So, and this is the last thing for today, I promise, guys. I just want to see what our room's going to look like. I just want to place a couple of these details. Get some office fans going. Oh, I don't have the post-war one. And the clean globe up front. Just the one. Broken one here in the back. Let's make this desk right here the one that I kind of super detail. Got a couple of folders. Don't have a recorder. Yes, lots of phones. Every desk is going to have a phone. So a phone here. Phone here. Phone here. Phone there. And there, and that fan needs to go to the back corner. And there. And there. A magnifying glass. This guy gets a pencil. We only have one of the really good typewriters, so I'm going to put that one here. We We have 57 of the others, okay. So I'm thinking the back row is writing some reports, the front row is all communications. Someone's crossing over their desk space right there. Look at that. That's not proper office etiquette. Books and news. Got a couple of those stacked up. Boston Bugle. This is looking pretty cool, guys. And of course, there's going to be chairs and whatnot to go along with it. Yeah, I'm thinking some more magnifying glasses, some folders, some newspapers, and then maybe some scientific equipment too. Little bits and bobs like that. Have to look at our interior decorations too. Yeah, we're gonna have soap and all for upstairs, and man, looking through my list here, guys, I do have quite a bit of detailing to do still. I hope I have some FPS left to actually spare for it, because it's going to happen. Oop, don't move that wall. I still haven't quite figured out what I'm doing with the chalkboard just yet. As you can see, it's not clipping super well. Might put some poles to hold it up. Oh, and I forgot the curtain rod upstairs. Oh well. I'll make a mental note of that. Come back to it. What I'm looking for is actually the... Ooh, a file tray. Easily distracted. And now I've actually forgotten. What was I looking for? Ah, the ham radio. That's right. This can be the outbox. I think that's... Oh, there it is right there. So this desk would have one. As would this desk, as well as the main desk, the officer's desk, I guess. And while I'm looking at it, guys, I'm just going to place a simple sample chair for the kind of chairs that I want to have here. Do I want to go with the metal chairs or with like a task chair like this one? Well, the officer gets this one. That's basically guaranteed. Tell you what, I'll ask you guys, should I do that chair or this one for our desks? You guys pick the red task chair or the simpler steel green chair. And that's kind of what the situation room is going to look like. I just need some final details for back here. Maybe a couch or something. Also, that needs a window. I'm going to have to call this quits at some point, otherwise I'm going to be finishing this build in one gigantic 12-hour video. Here we go. Snapping on. Wait, is there already glass in place? No, there's not. Come on, snap. There we go. Cool. That gives the window some texture. Okay, guys. That is where we're stopping for today with our fancy looking situation room. Don't forget to drop your suggestions down into the comments as we kind of home in on the final version of this build. There's not too much left to do, and this in fact might be the last Let's Build episode for this project. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all later.